We are back with another knife review from our friends at Harbor Freight. The Icon, what's it called? Drop point knife with ceramic bearings. Okay, so it doesn't have a fancy name. Let's get into it. All right, let's go over some of the things on this knife. G10 handle with carbon fiber inlays, premium D2 blade steel, ceramic ball bearings, curved grip to fit naturally in your hand, baby. Low friction pivot point, that should be nice. That means it should flip really, really good. Convenient access. When it says convenient access, I expect there to be ways for you to move your clip around. If you carry it in your left pocket versus your right pocket, that's what I get from that. Blade length, 3.07 inches. That's weird. I mean, like, that's a weird 0.07. Why did it just make it 3? Close length is 4.42 inches. All right, cool. Packaging is really nice. Again, G10 handle, D2 steel. This is what I like. Lifetime guarantee from Icon right there. It's designed in the United States, but of course it's made overseas in our friends in China. So yeah, let's get into this unboxing and see what we got. If I can get into it, I might need another knife to get into it. My wife said I don't know how to open packages, and I think she's right. All right, y'all don't pay no never mind to that. I'm gonna get this out of the way. All right, so this is really nice. This is a foam, protects the knife really well. I like that. Okay, liner lock right there. See that? Super ergonomic. Okay. All right, I like that clip. It's kind of minimalistic. Kind of stiff though. Maybe kind of hard to get in your pocket. Okay, not too bad. Okay, how about that? Icon D2. What kind of edge are we working with here? That's a pretty decent edge. I'm shocked. I am shocked at how well built this knife feels. For $39.99 from Harbor Freight. And if you're an Inside Track Club member like me, you may can find this thing on sale sometimes around holidays and stuff. I really like the carbon fiber inlays on the handle. That's really nice. The knife is super light. Feels well made. Let's hit another flick on it. I mean, that's pretty quick. It's a little bit rough, not too bad. But overall, for 40 bucks, $39.99, and it's had a lifetime guarantee. Newbie, what I'm doing here. I kind of like it. Somebody who's been collecting knives their whole life, you know, I've got a ton of knives, and this more tactical style look is something that I'm just now getting into. I'm usually more of a traditional style, you know, your cases, your Bokers, but I'm getting deeper into this tactical knife look. This is not advertised as a window breaker, but you could probably, you know, if you had to in an emergency situation, bust a window out with it for sure. Yeah, I think overall for $40, just my first impressions, this is a pretty sweet knife. Yeah, I'm impressed. Shocked me just a little bit. All right, now I've got some tests we're going to try. See how our blade steel is, or how our blade retention. All right, I got us some of my wife's art paper that she does banners and stuff on. It's thicker than regular paper, but thinner than cardboard, but you can hear it. I mean, it's thick, right? So we're going to see just how sharp this blade is. Not too bad. Not too bad. You know, let's look at that. See, can we examine that? That's pretty smooth. I mean, it's a little jagged. Not too bad. Okay, okay. I see you, Harbor Freight. You could use some refinement, but hey, overall, I think it cut really well. Now, we got another test. We're going to see how well it... Let's go with opening the package. Let's go... If I can get it to go on there. There we go. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. I don't want to shut nobody in the address there. Let's just... having to put a little bit of force to that, a little bit more than, you know, I would like. But for a $40 knife, I think it's pretty good. I don't see any reasons why I would not buy this knife again. I wouldn't have to buy it again. It's got a lifetime warranty, lifetime guarantee. If something went wrong with this knife, I could send it to Icon and they would send me a brand new one or fix what was wrong with this one. So, yeah. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Would you buy this knife? Would you go to your local Harbor Freight and pick one up? I'm telling you, I think if you're on a budget and you're looking for a solid knife, I don't think anything's wrong with this knife. Now, I'm going to put this knife through the ringer. I'm going to carry it to work. I'm going to use it in my day-to-day job, which is, you know, pretty hectic. I work around acid all day long. So being around acid fumes and stuff, we're going to see what this thing is made of. And I'm going to put this knife through the ringer. I'm going to put it to its paces. We're going to see what it's made out of. My environment's pretty harsh on anything metal. So we're going to, yeah, come back in probably, let's say, a month, and we're going to do a review after 30 days of me carrying this to work every day. And I'm going to tell you how it holds up, because I think that right there is what's going to suffer from that. Is the opening and closing. I think if anything fails, that's going to be what fails first. I want to say it's not. I think it's going to be a great knife. I think it's going to work properly. But if I have my doubts, it's in that pivot right there. So tell me what y'all think. If y'all want to see me do any more Harbor Freight knives and stuff, because they have a pile of them. But right now, the Icon for $39.99, I think is a great knife and a great buy. And if you're on a budget and you're looking for a good knife, I highly recommend this one. I think it's going to be, I highly recommend it based off of my initial impression. Like I said, after a couple weeks of testing it, I'll know more and I will do a follow-up video. But yeah, for now, man, this was a great knife. All right, so there it is. That is the Harbor Freight Icon. Sweet knife for $39.99. I encourage you to go out and try it if you want to. For $39.99, you're not breaking the bank. I think you're getting great value there. We're going to put it to the test. We're going to see. We're going to see just how well it holds up. So if y'all like this video and you want to see more of this kind of stuff, hit that like button, subscribe, and leave us a comment. Tell me what you want me to review next. Could be more Harbor Freight camping gear. They've got some stuff in there. So we may go that route. So I appreciate y'all watching. Thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all on the next one.